Hey everyone, welcome back to Tennis Picks and Bets. I'm Jon Reid, and you can find me on Twitter at JRTweetsTennis. We're into the final day of the second round at Roland-Garros, and as usual, we've got your 3 best bets for Thursday. But before we do that, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Mayo Media Network YouTube channel, and of course, rate, review, and subscribe to Daily Fantasy Sports Picks and Bets The Mix at your favorite podcast app. We'll begin on the men's side where we go to Lorenzo Musetti -5 games against Yoshihito Nishioka at -105 odds. The reason why we're getting -5 here instead of the -6 or 6.5 I expected, probably because Yoshihito Nishioka cruised against this same Lorenzo Musetti a week ago in Parma. A few things though. One, the clay court prowess still belongs to the young Italian. He's far more proficient on the surface. And I just don't believe that he should only be -5 games in a match he should really win in straight sets. The second thing here is that it is a result the week before a Grand Slam. Those are always taken with a grain of salt, as we don't really know which players are motivated and which aren't. Finally, if we take a look at Yoshihito Nishioka's track record this season on the dirt, it's not that impressive. While it's better than usual, his wins have come against lesser clay players and have needed some tight tie breaks in order to get those done. His losses have been blowouts from Madrid to Rome, where he lost twice, once in qualifying, once as a lucky loser, and so on and so forth. When he does lose, he loses pretty much in straight sets and by fairly wide margins. That makes me taking -5 games very, very comfortable with a very talented Musetti who cruised through his first round match against a veteran in David Goffin. The second match is over on the women's side, and we'll take Karolina Muchova under 20 games against Varvara Lepchenko. While Lepchenko served us well in the first round when we backed her against Shuai Zhang, we're going to go ahead and oppose her here. The reason being, one, she is not near the talent level of Muchova, and this time around, she's not playing someone who isn't comfortable on the dirt. Karolina Muchova has had success across multiple surfaces now, but she's really at home on the dirt. It's her favorite surface. It's where she grew up, and she's got the game to play well on this surface. She's got a ton of variety, and she can actually hold serve relatively well now as well. She's added that to her game. And while Varvara Lepchenko likes to grind down and wait for errors, that's not something that you're going to find success with against the Czech. And so we're going to go with the under here. I believe it should be around 18.5 to 19 games, and we're getting it at under 20 games at -102. We're going to go ahead and pounce on those odds. The final match, we're going back to the men, and we've got an underdog money line play here. It's Facundo Bagnis at +140 against Jan-Lennard Struff. And this match is a classic coin flip for me. You've got one player who loves to rack up clay wins, who loves to be a grinding defensive player in Facundo Bagnis, against another who hasn't had the greatest record this year, but it's because he's chosen to play bigger events and as a result has come up against better players and found himself exiting tournaments rather early. And that's Jan-Lennard Struff. And of course, the styles are going to contrast here as well. Struff's going to have the bigger serve and the bigger game, but also be far more error prone. And in a match that's as close as this, you'll find me backing the dog almost 100 times out of 100. When I think it's a 50-50 match, I'm going to jump on that plus money every day of the week. So Facundo Bagnis at +140 is the final pick of the day. Keep coming back every day, guys, to the Mayo Media Network channel. Tons of content across all sports. And of course, we've got picks for you from the French Open every single day. And we will again for Friday when the third round kicks off.